was your friend's name?
My husband's name was Lampos, Ma'am.
Lampos deserved to die. Tell me why.
My husband was eavesdropping, Ma'am. He needed to be beaten.
Found them? Our families. That makes sense. The Bay Knights must have a way of getting to and from the prison. I suggest you search the docks. Patience. It hasn't been long.
should rest.
We trust our readers to make up their own minds.
Sure enough.
And four of us. Do you really think you can take all of us at once? I can go and get back.
And you think we're just going to sit here and wait for you and yours?
Not yet.
I'm just trying to do my job.
Assume nothing.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked him. No.
We all have to take care of each other. What about extra watches before the year is out?
Cash clears off the cultists. We'll still have to clean the rabble of this.
That's curious.
Don't tell our writers that.
There's no time to waste.
They don't like it when you think too much. You might question their authority.
Everyone has to contribute, darling. We all have to take care.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It would certainly help with the dishes. Okay, after the joke, leave him some time.
It shall be done.
Sharp as ever.
We do know, thank you. We just don't care. Besides, I don't think that would achieve much in the long run. The problem's at the top. It always is.
Enough waiting. I crave blood. Eager for battle.
A hero at heart. Where am I needed?
Not for communal use, it seems.
Indolence breeds madness.
Like a wraith.
Have to keep low.
Out of sight, out of mind. Let's turn someone inside out. No holding back.
Take you.
This isn't good.
I am fury. I am death. Make way.
Shall we dance?
Eager for battle.
What now?
Defender of the people.
Swift and lethal. A minor hindrance.
Jerry.
There is work to do.
The pride of the gate. The magic touch.
It's a diagram of mechanical designs, not just written, but ridged, so that blind fingers can trace out their shapes. You examine what appears to be a test print of tomorrow's broadsheet. Numerous corrections are marked in red ink. The content of the broadsheet is troubling. You feature heavily in the central article, lambasted as a danger to the city.
Something over there.
Surprises. have we here? Could come in handy.
The block has a broadsheet article engraved upon it. It speaks positively of you. approach the printer, noting its ink splots and intricate cogs. Before you can get closer, however, it begins to speak.
Oi! Gormless! Over here! Thought I recognised you. Dolly was right. You aren't much of a looker. We both love cheeky words. She does all the shouting, I do the writing. This is my paintbrush. I make sure everything that's in those big, ugly article blocks becomes fine printed artistry. I'm a master pensman, I am. Dolly can't stop talking about you. Hero this, hero that, hero here, hero there. Hello, hero. You know, there's some absolute filth about you in tomorrow's edition. Seeing as you were kind enough to free Dolly, how's about I do you a favour? Why don't we change the headline? We can load up something a bit less damaging for your reputation. Well, first, I've got to release the old nasty top story. Oop, there. Now, you've got to find a new article to replace it. How delightful.
Only the news that's fit to print.
Paper's printing right now, pal. Should be on the streets tomorrow.
The Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. If the crown atop the Elder Brain was truly forged by Karsus himself, this book will confirm it. All we have to do is turn the page. Raphael was telling the truth. There's no doubt. The crown of Karsus is what's controlling the Elder Brain. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction, his designs for godhood.
Now hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet.
Not from scratch. Unless you happen to have several pounds of the purest Netherese metals in that pack of yours. Don't worry. I'm not asking you to surrender anything else on my account. What's called for here is something altogether different. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. Then you're already wiser than me. That's a lesson I've only recently learned. I worshipped Mistra loyally for years, and in that time she granted me the barest sliver of the power I was ready to wield. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Do you think I had not considered that? I have no intention of repeating his folly. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacked some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mistra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even. Of course it's dangerous. That's hardly a unique quality when it comes to the purposes we pursued together. Regardless, you've made your point. I shall put thoughts of the crown aside for the time being. It gives me some courage to think that you see greatness in me. I hope I live up to your expectations. Whatever comes of this, we cannot allow the crown to be reforged in Raphael's image. A devil wielding the might of Karsus. It would be the end of everything.
No time to talk, I'm afraid. Expecting someone. No time to talk.
Is something burdening you? You believe you can survive without, as you said.
How can I help? Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I'm curious enough to make the attempt. All right. An audience with the mother of magic, it is.
Perhaps that should have been your mission right from the start. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Quite ready for you. The Pride of the Gate.
It is splendid to see you again, my friend. If you hadn't saved me from that mob, I'd be penning a guide to the afterlife based on first-hand experience. Perhaps you would hazard a guess as to why the mob turned on me? Quite right. But it is not Oren herself who has marked me for death. It is her dread master. The Lord of Murder has returned. As he did 100 years ago, Baal has set his accursed sights on Baldur's Gate. And his temple runs red with the blood of the innocent. Oren is his chosen. And like Shadowhawk before her, she is able to take on the savage form of the Slayer. If the Slayer is not stopped, it will slaughter every living thing in this city. As one of those things, I'm particularly eager to stop it. And there is a way. I have a study of the beast, penned by the wizard Irenicus himself. It contains all of the knowledge needed to slay the Slayer. Now I just need a brave adventurer, willing to face Baal's chosen, and to put the knowledge into practice. Wonderful! I can scarcely think of anyone more suitable. It will serve you well. A study of the Slayer, penned by John Irenicus. It's one of a kind, so do try to keep it away from the inevitable bloodbath. The Dream Eater. It is said the children of Baal are claimed throughout their sleep, ever disturbed by visions of a life of bloodshed and terror. Once they have seen too much, once these dreams drive their minds to break, they are beset by the Slayer. It is a beast of unspeakable violence that consumes all in its path, including the soul of the one who is host to it. A genius, exiled from his home in the elven paradise of Soldanesala, when he attempted to seize the power of life itself, he instead turned his magnificent mind to murder on a grand scale. That is how he came to crave the power of the Baal spawn. He saw them not as living things, but as tools for his own machinations. In the end, though Irenicus took the form of the Slayer for himself, it was a Baal spawn who thwarted him, the same that saved Baldur's Gate. Quite so. I was rather hoping you'd gathered all the rest of the adventuring paraphernalia yourself. You'll need every advantage. I am a living witness to Baal's defeat those 100 years ago. So I know your battle against him is not futile. He can be stopped, but not all of those who stood against him survived. And those who did were never the same again. I wish you luck, my friend. And I hope that when I see you again, you'll be in one piece. 2 or 3 at most.
Excellent choice.
Played at the ready.
What's on your mind? I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. You clearly see something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing. I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in...
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gale. Not every day a god asks for a chat.
Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle. Hell yes. Hey, good looking.
sharp as ever.
Soldier? Sounds boring. Ah.
The mother of all magic, they say. Let us hope Mystra brings Gale good fortunes. It is done.
Testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy fucking hells. I come to bargain. The hells demand witness. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak. Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain. So much for the selfless hero. Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Addendum F. You always were. Fiat ita.
Fiat.
Seems you've got a new mission, pup. Go save your father. He's locked in a very nasty place. Gortash's secret command. Lucky for you, I know the way in. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good. Addendum F. So. Didn't think. And don't go. You know what? Not. Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm sure you carefully weighed the pros and cons. Pro, freedom. No more pact, no more hellbound soul. Con, killing off your own father. Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke, and forever altering the city's future. Oh, well, maybe monster isn't so far off. Just because you're not my pet doesn't mean you're not useful. The absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Oh, you always were an inquisitor. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. As well you know, Will. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Why? I'm supplying you with every scrap of your infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why. I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps. I'd like room for animals. Lots of them. All shapes and sizes, so long as they appreciate a warm fire and more affection than they know what to do with. I want to grow flowers. I want to be surrounded by colors every day. I'm tired of darkness. Yes. I want to share it all with you, if you're willing. Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
A letter from Orin. Might as well open it up.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
Come for a chat? I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well, but I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. But still, I am sorry, Will. It is a hard thing to lose someone and wonder if you might have saved them. No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while. There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. 9 Fingers Keen.
9 Fingers. As a child, your father spoke her name in anxious whispers. She runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
9 Fingers is much more than a thief. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't learn of sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. Ask it. You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return, or that we would return at all. Still, the Undercity shifts. We might search down there. Or better yet, find a ballast to lead us.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who'd invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure.
The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. I have learned to adapt my methods to your needs. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. Couldn't take the risk. An elder brain leaves no room for error. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how reasonable you would be. You don't like to be coddled, cajoled, but you responded well to logic, to rational arguments, to cold, hard facts. You saw straight to the core of what really mattered. As did I. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. You know, this might be our last chance to explore the possibility of a deeper relationship. Is that something you want?
The back of your mind warms with a rush of feeling, the Emperor's feeling. Heat, care, arousal. You feel its breath merging into yours. Cold, it's breathing. You pause a moment, a memory stirs. Diagrams in a book you read long ago. A mind flayer's mouth is underneath the tentacles.
I can make this easier for you if you like. My other form might be more...
Everything you ever dreamt of and more. Pleasure of... You can read... It seems the tadpole allowed you to share more than you would have liked with your companions.
I said I'd protect you from the absolute, not each other. And I was distracted. Come. It's time to get dressed. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. We must stop it while we still can, before we too become its slaves.
You sacrificed your own father. I hope freedom from the pact was worth it.
The book refuses.
Sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate.
need to change out this barrel, see?
When I came back, they were lying here.
Look, either you came to buy things from tomorrow, or you really don't understand how shops work.
Scheduled for maintenance.
Back for more of Uncle Felagir's finest stuff.
Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For pure, don't jostle any of the merch.
You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure. Pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Apprentice when you need one. Done. 8, 9, 10. Good. All figures intact.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. We need to change out this barrel soon.
Done. 8, 9.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Battle favors the fearless.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
There's blood in the air.
Be quick. Spillage, and I'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams. Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Gonna need to change out the barrel soon.
Battle favors the fearless.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Defender of the people.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. They believe you.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Let's see.
Walking funny isn't a crime. Done. 8, 9, 10. Good.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
They won't see me coming.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Easy does it.
Done. 8, 9, 10. Good. All fingers intact.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't
Being
afford a
arrested for
failure on
theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go.
Steady.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. They believe you.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
All right, look at me. It's gonna be okay.
Shit. We need to tell the flaming fist, get this kid some help.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be...
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet?
Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Down. 8, 9, 10.
You've got you.
Good.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Don't eat this now. A hero at heart. This better be good.
Watch yourself. I spy a trap.
Where am I needed?
What's next, I wonder? Let's do this.
Defender of the people.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. To change out this barrel, see?
Okay. Let's do that, please.
Good luck.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Spillage, and they'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
We need to tell the flame first. Get this kid some help. Do you know if they'll lock us up for 2 murders we didn't do? We're too scared to come here anyway.
Gonna need to change out this barrel, see? Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Steady. Any spillage, and they'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams. Don't listen to him. Where's the apprentice when you need one? Can you tell us what happened? Don't.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
Easy.
Not to mention the
barrel, see?
Yeah, think of that. Awful.
Being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go.
Just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Silence is gold. Where's the apprentice when you need one? Don't. Until he has somewhere better than go. He's not on it. All fingers intact.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. this barrel soon. Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up. We can... Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark.
What a day.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
I wonder what the next move is. Quiet as a mouse.
Eyes open, mouth shut. Too scared to come in? Steady.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance? Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
All fingers intact.
Pressure steady. Are we at temperature yet? Maintaining temperature. Steady at the mark. Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Come first.
Steady. Any spillage and I'll be picking my teeth.
focused.
Shall we cut and run?
On the victor's path.
Let's spill some blood.
Victory awaits. Taste my fury.
Have you seen the size of Atlante's hand? Still left, right. Down the stairs and the stairs.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Toning things down.
Okay. Let's do that.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Maybe if I save up for another 10. If I go buy the biggest firework they have, would you throw it at a steel watcher? You don't have the pocket money for that. Maybe a
Don't
little,
touch me.
but you have to pay me.
Eager for battle.
What's next?
Action, not reaction.
What am I needed?
What about a Lanthony's candle? Would you throw one of them?
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gordash has got to be paying them out sync fees.
Maybe a little one, but you have to pay me. Bet you a million the Steel Watcher wouldn't let that. He's sick and likely to die. Oh, please. Printed block has never been so hot. It's all here in the folder's mouth, Gazette. Have you seen the size?
Not to mention the parchment quality of the Gazette. Ugh, awful.
Maybe a little one, but you have to pay me. Oh, please. Where's my sandals? It's all here in the folder's mouth, Gazette. Gazette, a day keeps the ignorance away. Bet you a million the Steel Watcher wouldn't let that happen. Oh, please. Printed block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where's my sandals? It's all here in the folder's mouth, Gazette. Gazette, a day keeps the... Have you seen the size of a Steel Watcher?
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Arrest the smell? Somehow you are. Where's the Steel Watcher?
Please, kind sir, can you spare a few coins to feed my son? He's sick and likely to die. Please. Oh, please. Maybe a little one, but you have to pay me.
An entire edition dedicated to one lord and his metal toys. Gortash has got to be paying them out sync fees.